So you've wanted to become a morning gym girl for a while now. You've set all the alarms, you've had the intention, and then you've hit snooze and felt guilty about it all day. But the problem isn't you. Most people think becoming a morning gym person is all about motivation, but motivation has nothing to do with it. It's about having the right system. I've been waking up consistently at 5 a.m. to go to the gym for over 5 years now, starting as a complete beginner with really bad gym anxiety. In this video, I'll show you the exact system that made it stick and honestly changed everything. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Jenny, and I share content on all things fitness, wellness, and lifestyle. Please do subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. My first and probably most important tip if you want to become a morning gym girl is to know your why. When that alarm goes off in the morning, every single cell in your body will be trying to convince you not to get up and to try again tomorrow. You need to have a really strong, genuine reason as to why you are doing this. You can't just be wanting to wake up at 5 a.m. just because you've seen someone else do it or because it looks aesthetic, blah, blah, blah. That is not good enough. You need to have a strong motivation that is genuine for you. For me, when I first started going to the gym, I had terrible gym anxiety, and it was a lot easier for me to go to the gym when the gym was quieter, and the gym is usually quieter in the mornings, which is why I was motivated to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym and get my session done before I had to start uni at 9 a.m. I'd highly recommend that you set some time aside to sit down and reflect on what your why is and what your motivation is for waking up at 5 a.m. and make sure that it's real and that it's genuine, and maybe write it down. Maybe have a visual reminder next to your bed so that you see that first thing in the morning when you wake up as a reminder as to why you are doing this. It could be anything. It could be similar to me, that you have gym anxiety, or that you're just really motivated to prioritize your fitness and your health, or your physical health, or your mental health. It could be that this is the only time that you're going to have in the day for you before everybody else needs you, before all your other responsibilities. Whatever your motivation is, just be really clear on it and make sure that you are reminding yourself of it regularly. My second piece of advice is that you need to have your morning plan down to the very minute. Most of us are probably trying to squeeze in something before we start work or before we start school or whatever other commitments that you have. Make sure that you have a very strict and efficient and clear plan. You've got to know exactly what time you need to get up, exactly what time you need to leave for the gym, how long it's going to take to get there, how long it's going to take to get back, the time it takes to get ready for the day, the time it takes for you to get to work or school or whatever it is. Have it all planned out. Don't let there be any room for confusion or guesswork or anything like that, because in the morning when you wake up and your brain is just trying to convince you to stay in bed, if there is any space to make up an excuse, trust me, your brain will make up that excuse. So don't leave any room for that. Make sure there's absolutely no gaps. Your schedule is tight and clear, and you know exactly what you are doing when. This kind of ties into my third tip, which is to prepare the night before. Again, don't let there be any reason for your brain to get confused and get a bit lazy and make up an excuse in the morning. Have everything prepared, have everything laid out. For me, I have to make sure that I've picked out my gym outfit, which can sometimes be one of the trickiest decisions. I lay out my gym outfit. Recently, I've been struggling a little bit extra with getting up at 5 a.m. So I literally lay out my gym outfit down to the socks. Like, I don't leave anything up for discussion, anything up for debate in the morning. Everything is there and ready for me, so I have no excuse. I make sure that my gym bag is packed. I make sure that all my supplements are there and ready. I sometimes even have my shaker there ready. So it's as easy as possible for me to get up and get to the gym in the morning. The book Atomic Habits calls this environment design, where you're basically making it impossible for yourself to fail. I'm telling you guys from experience, almost every single time that I've forgotten to lay out my gym outfit, I don't make it to the gym that morning. So that just shows how important this step is. Now, this next tip is probably what you didn't want to hear, which is that your evening routine is really important. And you can't go to sleep at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and then expect to be up at 5 a.m. You are setting yourself up for failure that way. Your sleep is so important, especially when you're on your fitness journey. It's so important to prioritize your sleep. So in order to get the right amount of sleep, you need to fall asleep by a certain time. And this can be different for every person. I would suggest to work backwards from your wake up time. So depending on what your wake up time is and then how much sleep you need, that should be your bedtime. So you need to make sure that you have a solid, effective evening routine that helps you wind down in order for you to fall asleep at that time, so that you can wake up feeling well rested for your gym session and your day. My routine is pretty simple. If I'm waking up at 5 a.m., which I know is quite early, I will start winding down around 8 p.m. so that I can fall asleep around 9:30 because that's how long it takes me to wind down. In my wind down routine, I will prepare things for the next day, make sure that my gym outfit's picked, brush my teeth, do my skincare, maybe have a herbal tea. I'll try not to have any screen time too close to bed or not to eat too late because all those things affect your sleep. So my next piece of advice is that the first week will be hard. That is just the reality of it, and you're just gonna have to accept it. You're gonna feel really tired, you're gonna want to take naps, but please just push through it. Your body is just adjusting and it's just part of the process. Sometimes this can take a little bit longer than 1 week. It might be more like 2 weeks. The key rule that makes it stick for me is to keep your wake up time consistent. And this is going to be really difficult for you in the first week. Most people tell me the hardest part about waking up early is falling asleep early enough. I'll be honest, in the first week, you might find that you're not able to fall asleep early enough to get enough hours of sleep for you to wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, but just push through it. Just wake up at the time that you said that you're going to wake up, regardless of how much sleep that you've had. And this is going to be really difficult in the beginning. You're going to be low on sleep, you're going to be tired, you might not have the best gym sessions, but just push through it, because by week 2 your body will start to adjust and you'll naturally start to be able to fall asleep, and it'll be easier to fall asleep earlier and at the time that you need in order to have a good night's rest. So please just push through it. This happens to me every single time when I get out of routine and then I'm getting back into routine. I find it so difficult in the beginning, but then your body just adjusts and it becomes normal and it becomes a lot easier, trust me. And then my last tip, which is a bit of realness for you guys, is that this journey can be a little bit lonely. When you are waking up at 5 a.m, like I mentioned, you are probably thinking about going to bed at 8 or 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. and that's the time that most people's evenings are just beginning, and that can feel a little bit lonely and you might feel a bit left out. You might feel like you're missing out on things, but that's just the price that you have to pay. And I would advise that you try your best not to compare yourself to other people and remind yourself that although you might be missing out on these hours in the evening, you are gaining those hours back in the morning. And I guess this also ties in with my first tip, which is to remember your why. You have a reason for wanting to do this. You have a very strong reason. You might have your own goals that you're trying to reach. You are building the life that you want and that you need and that's right for you. Just remember that you're on your own journey. You've got this. It's hard work, but it will be worth it in the end for the life that you're trying to build. So those are all my tips. I hope that was helpful. I hope that shows that waking up at 5 a.m. is not about relying on motivation. You're relying on a system that you have set up for yourself. And if you're also trying to figure out how to fit fitness around a full-time job, I have a video on exactly that. It's everything I wish someone had told me when I first started out. It's linked right here. You can check it out. Please do subscribe if you've not already done so to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.